Hello children, welcome back to the English online classes. Today we are going to learn the poem Modern Machinery and it is written by Rudyard Kipling. This poem is written by Joseph Rudyard Kipling. He was born in the year 1865 and died in the year 1936. Rudyard Kipling was a British Indian. He was born in Bombay. He is well known as an English short story writer. Okay, Rudyard Kipling, he was born in the 1865 and died in the year 1936. He was very famous writer, poet and novelist. He was British Indian. He was born in Bombay. Kipling received the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1907. Kipling is best known for his works of fiction, The Jungle Book and Kim. Kipling is best known for his works like fiction. Fiction means Kalpanika. Those are The Jungle Book. We all know about this story Jungle Book. It is written in the year 1894. And Kim, it is written in the year 1901. And he got the Nobel Prize for the Literature in the year 1907. He is regarded as the major innovator in the art of the short story. Rudyard Kipling, he was considered as a major innovator in the art of the short story. It means he was very famous for short stories. This is all about the poet Rudyard Kipling. Now let's see some new words here. OREBED, orebed, it means rock from which metal can be mined. Mine, place from where minerals are dug out. It means mine antandre gani. Furnace, enclosed space for heating materials as a very high temperature. ಫರ್ನೇಸ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಕುಲುಮೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಫರ್ನೇಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ರಾಟ್, ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಬೀಟನ್ ಟು ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ದೆಮ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಶೇಪ್. ಸುತ್ತಿಗೆಯಿಂದ ಸುತ್ತಿದ ಅಥವಾ ಮೇತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ. ಫೈಲ್, ಟು ಕಟ್ ಆರ್ ಶೇಪ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫೈಲ್. ಟು ಕಟ್ ಆರ್ ಟು ಶೇಪ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್. ಗೇಜ್ಡ್, ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಮೆಜರ್ಡ್, ಅಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಹಾಲ್, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಪುಲ್ ಆರ್ ಡ್ರ್ಯಾಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್. ಬಲವಂತವಾಗಿ ಎಳೆ ಅಥವಾ ಸೆಳೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹಾಲ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಕಂಪ್ರೆಂಡ್, ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ಗ್ರಾಪ್ಸ್, ಗ್ರಹಿಸು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ. ಸ್ಲಿಪ್, ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಕಿಡ್, ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಜಾರಿಕೊಳ್ಳು. ವ್ಯಾನಿಷ್, ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಸಪಿಯರ್, ಕಾಣೆಯಾಗು ಅಥವಾ ಮಾಯವಾಗು. ನೌ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ರೀಡ್ ದ ಪೋಯಮ್. We were taken from the ore bed and the mine. We were melted in the furnace and the pit. We were cast and wrought and hammered to design. We were cut and filed and tooled and gauged to fit. Some water, coal and oil is all we ask, and 1/1000 of an inch to give us play. And now, if you will set us to our task, we will serve you 24 hours a day. We can pull and haul and push and lift and drive. We can print and plow and weave and heat and light. We can run and race and swim and fly and dive. We can see and hear and count and read and write. But remember, please, the law by which we live, we are not built to comprehend a lie. We can neither love nor pity nor forgive. Make a slip in handling us, you die. Though our smoke may hide the heavens from your eyes, it will vanish and the stars will shine again. Because for all our power and weight and size, we are nothing more than children of your brain. So children, this is the poem Modern Machinery. Let's understand the first stanza. Okay students, this poem is all about machines. In this poem, machines speaks about themselves. They tell us about themselves. This poem tells us that the various tasks that machines can do or cannot do. We were taken from the ore bed and the mine. Ore bed means rock from which metal can be mined. Mine meaning it means a place from where minerals are dug out. It is a kind of place from where minerals are dug out. We were melted in the furnace and the pit. Furnace meaning it is a space, enclosed place for heating materials at a very high temperature. Pit meaning a taggu. We were cast and wrought and hammered to design. Cast it means essay athwa oge. Then wrought meaning beaten to bring them into particular shape. It is especially for metals. Hammered means beat athwa hit or hode. Then we were cut and filed and tooled and gauged to fit. Gauged meaning measure. Okay children, here we refers to machines. Here in this poem we refers to machines. We means machines. They are speaking to human beings about themselves. They tells us how the metals are taken from the rocks. At first they are very hard and they are melted in the high temperature and hammered to convert them into different types of machines. They were measured and cut into according to the design of the machines. Here you can see in this picture, these all are machines, but their shape and size and functions are different. We all know that. Okay. Here they are saying how they are converted into machines, how they are made, how they are built, and they are sources of raw metal, the ores. Metals are extracted from the ore like iron, aluminum, and etc. Ore is not defined. Ore is not defined. It is in its raw form. And machines are saying they are melted in furnace and pit. Furnace is highly heated oven. It is enclosed place where is heat generated. Okay, this is used for melting metals. This place. Okay, first we have to melt the metals in furnace, and then it is when it acquires flexible form, then you shape it into the designs which is in your mind. Okay, engineers will make the designs of the machines. And after the cast, wrought, hammered for designing purpose, then they will be cut and filed and tooled and measured to fit. Children, machines were first deep inside the earth in the form of ores. They are extracted, melted, cast, wrought and hammered to design them into the various machines for various requirements. Okay children? Let's see the second stanza. Some water, coal and oil is all we ask, and a thousandth of an inch to give us play. And now, if you will set us to our task, we will serve you 24 hours a day. Here, what the machines are saying, they only require coal, water, oil, or what are required for them to function. Once they are set to their task, they fulfill their duties 24 hours a day. Machines are saying they need water, coal, oil to work. How we people need food, air, water for survival? No. Like same. They need water, coal, oil, current to work 24 into 7. Machines are saying if you will provide what we need, we will serve you 24 into 7. Machines are saying in this stanza, and machines will never get tired. And here, and a thousandth of an inch to give us a play. It means if you divide an inch into 1,000 equal parts, take one part of that. That is thousandth of an inch. So that's a very small measured unit. Okay, even that small measure is also necessary in constructing machines. If small errors will occur or happen while measuring, then machines will not do their work properly, right? And now if you will set us to And now if you will set us to our task, so if you set a machine to task, it will start its work. We will serve you 4 and 20 hours a day. 4 and 20 hours a day, it is nothing but 4 and 20, it means 24. Okay, 4 and 20 means 24 hours. That's poet's way of saying 24 hours. The entire day, it means. Non-stop they will work. Here children ask, task. They are rhyming words. Play, day. In first stanza also you can see here mine, design, pit, fit. These all are rhyming words. Okay. Next, we can pull and haul and push and lift and drive. We can print and plow and weave and heat and light. We can run, race and swim and fly and dive. We can see and hear and count and read and write. See children, here you can see pull, howl, all these verbs, your action verbs. In these 4 lines of here in this stanza, Rudyard Kipling uses certain verbs. All verbs are action verbs, kind of work that machines can perform, that machines can do. There are verbs of action here. Okay, pull, push, haul, lift, drive, print, plow, weave, heat, light, run, race, swim, fly, dive, see, hear, count, read, and write. All these are verbs. We can lift, and all the light we can do. We can lift heavy things, we can pull materials, we can drag heavy materials with force. Haul means pull or drag. The machines are telling here that all about their work. They can do all the work. They can pull, drive, run, race. Fly means it means aeroplane. Swim here there it means ships. Here print means Xerox machine. See and hear means radio, television, mobile phones. Read and write it computer. Count means calculator. In this stanza, machines are telling about their work, what the actions can do, what the work all that can do. Okay, but remember, please, the law by which we live, we are not built to comprehend a lie. We can neither love nor pity nor forgive. Make a slip in handling us, you die. Comprehend meanings grasp, grahisu. Okay, machines are warning us, reminding us that they are not free to do everything. They have no thinking power, and they says how human beings set up, according to that they will do the work, right? No, how human beings made them, according to that they will do their task, they will do their work. They cannot have a feeling like human beings, like love, pity and forgive and all. We are not human being. We do not understand a lie. The machines are saying that we are not emotional. If you fail to do handle me, if you fail to handle me, how to handle, if you will get fail, you will die, says the machines. They cannot comprehend a lie, nor can they love, pity or forgive. If you do not use them carefully, you will face the consequences of that, the machines are saying here. Though our smoke may hide the heavens from your eyes, it will vanish and the stars will shine again. Because for all our power and weight and size, we are nothing more than children of your brain. Here again you can see rhyming words: eyes, size, again, brain. Okay children, and here in this you can see live, forgive, lie, die. These are rhyming words in last stanza. Okay, what the machines are saying: we do not forgive you if you make mistake. Here heaven refers to what children? Heaven refers to atmosphere. The pollution that it is generated from the machines, all the machines causes pollutions, right? It spreads in the atmosphere. This pollution making the heavens, hiding the view of sky. They may not be visible at that time, okay, but don't worry, it will get cleared again. You will see the sky glittering stars again. At night you will see the sky and the twinkling stars, because for all our power, weight and size, we are nothing more than children of your brain. What the machines are saying here, despite of all our heavy work, we are children of your brain. They are saying you have created us. If we are causing problem to you, you have the choice not to use much. Reduce the usage of us. What the machines are saying to us, do not depend more on us. Dependence will create the problems for you, like pollution and all. They are heavy, huge and powerful, yet they are the child of human brain, says the machines. Here you can see some question answers. Answer the following questions in a sentence or two each. In the poem, we refers to, here it refers to, we refers to machines. How are the machines made? Yes, how the machines are made? They are made from ores, that is taken from the ore bed and the mines. They are melted, cast, wrought, hammered, cut, filed, tooled, gauged to refine it further. They are then made it into the machines. What do the machines ask for their survival? They ask water, yes, coal and oil. How long will the machines serve us? They will serve 24 hours a day. The machines will serve us always. Pick out the action words performed by the machines. Pull, haul. Okay, pull, haul. You can see in the, we have seen in the third stanza that those are, we have seen their verbs like pull, haul, lift, dive, plow, weave, count, read, hear. All those are verbs. What is the law the machines have to abide by? The law which the machines have to abide by is that they are not built to comprehend a lie or have emotions like love, pity, or forgiveness. What can the human beings do that machines cannot? Human beings can love, feel. We are emotional, but what the feelings we are having, the machines are not having those emotions. Even we can understand a lie, but the machines will not understand. The machines cannot do all those things. Answer the following questions in 4 or 5 sentences each. The machines are merciless. Which lines suggest this? The line, we can neither love nor pity nor forgive. And if you make a slip in handling us, you die. These lines suggest that machines are merciless. We are nothing more than the children of your brain. Why? This is second one. And third one, in this poem, the poet attributes one human quality to machines. What is it? Substantiate your answer. Okay, these two, second and third one, are for your homework.